Welcome to Horror Junkies, and today we're going to do our top 10.
Horror movies.
Yes. At number 10 we have Halloween 2. It's much better than the first Halloween just because it has much better graphics. It's running on a 32-bit camcorder. Anything you have to say? Panicking Reaper.
Well, the second movie definitely used aspects better graphics.
It improved a lot on the darkness. There was more darkness and more Halloween scenes. And it explained that Michael was a killer and that he would go to Haddix, Illinois to kill. And it's better because I'm saying it's better. And
First movie sucks.
First movie is not capable of being as good as the second one movie. It defeated its first. The original was not as good as the sequel. At number 9, we have Child's Play 3. I think it's a much better story just because it starts with like a kid and he lives in an army base. He taking care of Chucky at an army base. See, I think it was much better because when you think of Chucky, you think of an army base and him taking care of him on an army base. See, the Child's Play 1 and 2 just weren't as good.
The army base, they take full advantage I think they take full advantage of the environment of the army base, and it's just the movie belongs in an army base.
Yeah, the first movie just didn't know what it was trying to be. At number 8, we have Chucky.
Seed of Chucky?
Seed of Chucky. Number 8 is Seed of Chucky. We put this higher on our list because it's not that great of a movie, but it still deserves to be in the top 10 horror movies of all time. It had a lot of good camera work, and you could see the relationship between the son of Chucky and his wife. It was very fun to watch, and we got to see more murders. Good stuff.
Good cleavage.
Number 7, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre Remake. The reason we put the remake is because the camera was so much better, and you got to see more of the chainsaw. And the original it was a cliche idea back in the 70s when they came with the chainsaw idea. The remake made it less cliche.
Approved.
Anything, Panicking Reaper?
The chainsaw definitely had better. They used a better chainsaw on this one because the old one was like a 70s chainsaw, but on the remake they use a more modern chainsaw, which is definitely scarier.
Yeah, and you couldn't, and yeah, it was a much better brand. It was a Craftsman chainsaw, and I like that a lot better. Number 5, we have War of the Worlds, and this was the one starring Tom Cruise. H.G. Wells' the original film they made just didn't live up to Tom Cruise's acting. H.G. Wells was a terrible actor in the original movie of War of the Worlds. He was an actor. Yeah.
Yeah. H.G. Wells, terrible actor.
Terrible actor.
Tom Cruise
Did a great job in the new World of Worlds. It went away from the story of the original book, but you know what? The CGI, the book really sucks. The CGI in the 2005 War of the Worlds is really good, and I just said 2005. I don't know if that's true, but Tom Cruise did a great job in that movie. He did a great job in Jerry Maguire and Top Gun, and I think War of the Worlds is probably his best work, and behind his Top Gun, obviously. Top Gun is always taking it from behind. Number 4.
Twister.
This may come to you as a surprise. You're saying, who are these two homosexual boys? Saying that they like Twister is number 4, the best horror movie ever. You don't understand. You've never been through a supernatural tornado before. It really twists and turns you. See what I did there? It really twists and turns you. See what I did there? It really shows you what it's like to live or be attacked by a paranormal tornado. It's really scary, and I just say check this one out because if you're afraid of tornadoes and you're afraid of paranormal tornadoes, this will be a good movie for you. Twister,
very spooky,
by Mel Gibson. Really good, real spooky, and it deserves to be on the list. At number 3, we have the original Friday the 13th because it was less cliche and good deaths. Number 2, we have The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. This was by R.L. Stine. It was a 30-minute episode, so technically it's not a movie, but this is our opinion, so technically it's its own movie in its own way. A boy and his sister go over to their cousin's farm, and they see this scary scarecrow. And he walks at midnight, and he tells everybody, but it's like the boy who cries scarecrow. The boy who cries wolf.
But it's Scarecrow version.
And he walks at midnight and he spooks the children. R.L. Stine had a very good thought, and this is very well contrived and very good artistically done. At number 1, we have The Third Mighty Duck. No, that's not scary. That's not a horror movie.
The
Stuff. No. What's our number 1? We have to talk about it. What's our number 1?
Poltergeist 2.
Poltergeist 2. And the reason we put this on here is because... Take it away.
Well, the original Poltergeist was too long, too boring, and the second one definitely improved on the ideas of the first one.
And we're not saying that the first one was terrible. We're just saying the second one is a lot better, and it definitely should have been made. Nothing about the first one made me think... the second one just nothing but classic scenes. And everything is done really well. And the first one is it's a classic, but the second one's a lot more of a classic, and everybody knows the second one more than they actually know the first one. Look it up.
And another situation where the graphics are just much better.
Graphics and the artistic value was way more, and the budget was a lot higher. Because
they went all out on this.
They went all out on the second one.
They were not just bullshitting a sequel like a lot of other movies.
And our main point is that it was too long. The first one was too long. The second one was just a little longer. That doesn't make sense. It was less longer. This was a Horror Junkie's top 10 favorite horror movies. Thanks for watching. That's Pinnakin Reaper. And we'll be back next week to talk about our top 10 beloved cartoon fetishes.